morning. We are back out on the Yorkshire coast, this time at Sandsend, somewhere different as promised. We are still only halfway on the walk to get to the beach from the car park. So I hope you've been enjoying the little time lapse. But this is just me making sure that you know I have not forgotten, and so you don't have to just watch the time lapse for too long. But let's get back to it. We got a beach to get to, we've got some fossils to go find. And we are down onto the beach. We are here about 4 hours before low tide, so quite early, which I'm hoping will mean we're the first and hopefully the only ones we'll run into on the beach, at least for a while. And yeah, it's a lovely day, a bit overcast, but that's not a bad thing. Keeps the temperature down, and so we'll get on with hunting. Yeah, having said that, there are at least 2 people down before us. It's yeah, how it goes sometimes. But yeah, we're at Sandsend. What brings people to Sandsend is generally the hunt for Harpoceras ammonites, and this is probably the best place for them. If you don't know where Sandsend is, it's cunningly named. If you go from Whitby north, it's where the sands end and the cliffs begin, and that's what we've just been walking over, is all the cliffs to get down onto the beach. We will keep looking, see what we can find. But yeah, this first section, which I'm hoping we might find some things before others get here, I'm not so sure, but we will see. And a nice bit of plant material. You do get some nice jet from this area, but it is not jet itself. We'll see. So far as ammonites are concerned, just one partial scrappy deck. It is very sparse, but we've also not got a huge amount of beach, as you can see, with the tide still in a long way. Yeah, the closest thing I've had to a decent looking deck since being down here. And that there is the first of the turnaround points, which says how sparse it has been. A couple of the real regulars are down here, and yeah, they've made some work of the beach already, and so sadly finds are a bit sparse, but we'll keep looking. Yeah, it's a gorgeous little deck in shale, sadly, preserved in pyrite though. But yeah, when I try and turn it sideways, the camera stops focusing on it, which says how thin it is. Sadly pretty, but it would not survive the trip back, and so it will stay here on the beach. Just got around to Stinky Hole, and as you can hopefully see, there's quite a few people this way. I might just about face. I'm not sure it's worth trying to fight 4 people in Stinky Hole. I was hoping some might zoom right around to Goldsborough, but it does not look to be the case. So yeah, I'm going to turn back and do a bit more time in the gravels near that first turnaround. Yeah, sad Eleganticeras, sadly only a partial. Yeah, amongst all the flies that are in the area, a few little Claviceras or Claviceras, depending on your pronunciation preferences. So one there, one there, one there. Probably won't be taking it, but nice to just see. You'd think it could get really easy to be disheartened by the beach being a bit sparse and full of people, or sparse of fossils and full of people. But yeah, it's not a bad place to spend time, even if it's just to chill and enjoy the scenery. And we'll keep looking as we go back. I'm quite content just enjoying this. It's such a change of pace from normal life. Some nice calcite chambers indicated there might be something in there, and yeah, a little Harpoceras. Nothing special, but something for the bag. It's one of those deck gracile blocks. You can see all of them scattered through the top, but this one at the bottom was what I was most interested by. I think it might be a little Harpoceras. It might be a little Claviceras or Claviceras, but we'll take it as is. Let's see what we can do with it. I suspect not a lot. This block matrix tends to be pretty crumbly calcite, but yeah, something for the bag again. A fun little game of spot the fossil. There might be several, but there's one ammonite in particular I'm looking at for this one. that one there, just a little beach prep deck. Beautiful. But also what I have stopped for was I actually have split this one down, and there's a Claviceras there and a Claviceras there. So two in that block. It's a bit calcitic and a bit of a mess, but yeah, we'll take that as well. Yeah, something more like that would be what we're after. Big chunk of Harpoceras, beautiful, beautiful ammonites. This one's damaged as well, obviously missing the middle, but nice bit of calcite revealed when the shells come away. It looks like this was a multi one as well. It's a shame that isn't all there. It's not winning any awards for completeness. This edge is the one that I saw worn away, as was this, but tapped it down, so Harpo, but the middle I think is all there. A shame the rest of it isn't, but yeah, better than I have found for a long time. Another little Claviceras. It's a bit flat, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a bit worn, but another deck for the bag. Yeah, it's just a piece of wood, but hopefully you can see all of the lines of the rings that have been cut through at different angles. They look absolutely beautiful. Some lovely ammonites in the bedrock, some there, and a massive flat pile of them there. We will not be collecting any of these, but they are just lovely to show off. The little waterfall there is the steps back up, and yeah, we've got all the way back. We're going to wander down and around. It looks like it should be passable for the next hour or so, and yeah, just doing one final search of all the bits and pieces in here. Not holding out much hope, but gotta look, don't you? Just have to look. And just a bit of keel sticking out right at the top there. Heavy old block, but yeah, we'll probably take it. Yeah, it's fun to be out here actually. Last time we came it was a bit rough, and getting around was not feasible, but as you can see it is looking a lot more practicable today. For those of you who are watching this thinking, oh, we should do that too, be aware that this is a very low tide, and we are at low tide trying to get around. It is not reasonable in any level of weather conditions with waves, and it's not doable when the tides are sort of over a meter plus when it comes to the low tide on the tide chart. So just be aware. Do not try and do this and use your own common sense. It's easy enough to go back and get up the stairs. It just takes a bit more effort. Just splitting open a fun nodule. I mean, not great in terms of preservation or anything, but in terms of diversity, it's pretty good. So very squished on this one is the parts of phyllo. You can just see the shell, hopefully, that's very distinct from the others. And then on this one is the other part of the phyllo shell, and that there is Harpoceras. And then on the other bit, which is the negative of the Harpoceras, we've also got a Dactyloceras. So we got 3 different species in the space of one bit of rock. I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of this view. Like, it's just spectacular, and summer, and it's being very sort of edgy and dark and grey and mysterious, which is always appropriate for a place that claims to have had Dracula at some point, so it's got its own festival. That's Whitby, which is just over here. This headland that you can see here, that's the headland between Whitby and Saltwick Bay. That's sort of the East Cliff section there. And then obviously you've got the sandy beach that comes along here, and then right to the little town in the corner here of Sandsend, and then the car park and the cliffs. And this is where we are enjoying all our fossil hunting. Absolutely beautiful. I've had a very, I'd say, average day. I mean, there's a couple of Harpos, but I'm not convinced any of them are particularly special. One of the people I was down here with has got a nice little series of 5 articulated ichthyosaur vertebrae, and there's been a few Dax and Perinoceras and those usual things, but nothing special. So that's just how it goes sometimes. It's been one of those sort of days, but I'm quite content. I found a nice rock to sit down and enjoy the view whilst everyone is just catching up with me. And yeah, enjoying being able to walk across this headland rather than up and over the cliff. It's making life a lot easier. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you in the next hunt.